Making sure the walls are correct is the most important to you. It is because if the walls aren't right, nothing else will be either. It doesn't matter how good you are at placing cabinets or changing their textures or even spinning them on the screen. If the walls aren't correct, the design won't be correct. So I want to go in and show you how easy it is to change the properties of your walls. Changing the properties of the walls is extremely easy. All you have to do is right-click on a wall. So I right-clicked right on the gray line of the wall, and I will left-click on Properties. Now, when I enter Properties, you will see that I have the ability to change the length of the wall, the height of the wall, and even the top alignment on the wall. Now, why would we be doing this? Maybe you've laid out an entire kitchen, and then you go out and you do your final field measure, and you find out that for one reason or another, the dimensions are incorrect. It could be one wall, it could be several walls. Well, you can be assured that it's extremely easy for you to make a quick change. Again, you right-click on the wall, you choose Properties, and right here where it says Length, you'll see the length of the wall. And if I simply wanted to adjust this, for instance, this dimension right here is incorrect. My wall is actually 161¼ inches. So what I can do is double-click on the 151, replace it with 161. I'm actually going to hit space to leave a space in between the whole number and the fraction. And I will click Apply at the bottom of the menu. Now, when I click Apply, watch what happens not only to the wall itself, but pay attention down here, and you'll notice that when I change this, the dimension will change here too. So when I hit Apply, you'll notice now it's 161¼ and it automatically adjusted all the walls connecting to it, giving us the proper opening at the bottom of the screen. Now, we've changed the length of the wall, but you could have also changed the height of a wall. What would you use that for? Well, you would change the height of a wall if you wanted to make a wall a knee wall. You would simply go in, and let's say we choose a different wall. On the left-hand side over here, I can jump in here and say wall number 9. I like to make wall number 9 a knee wall. I can go into height. I can highlight the height of the wall and type in 40.5 inches, hit Apply. That wall is now a knee wall. We also have a feature that I like to use. For those of you that are familiar with Windows, you know that the Control key on your keyboard is a multi-select key. What that means is if I hold the Control key down on the far lower left-hand corner of my keyboard and I clicked on wall 10 and wall 11, you'll notice both are now highlighted, which means I have the ability to adjust both simultaneously. I can go into height, type in 40.5, click Apply again, and now all 3 walls are going to be knee walls. So that quickly, we took one wall and added 10 inches to it, and then we took 3 other walls and changed their heights. We also have the option of changing top alignment. What's top alignment? Top alignment is actually where your wall cabinets are placed. So if your default setting in 2020 is 84 inches, but in this kitchen you happen to have used a 42-inch high wall cabinet, you could actually go to the very top of the screen. See where it says Wall Group? I've had you clicking on individual walls and making changes, but if you clicked on Wall Group, you can actually change the entire room at one time. Right here where it says Top Alignment, I can highlight this, I can type in 96, and when I click Apply, all of my 42-inch high wall cabinets will snap in at 96-inch alignments automatically. Now, we have another tab here to the right called Type. What does Type do? Type gives you the ability to make walls either solid walls, or if I clicked Construction Line, it would make the wall invisible. Why is that important? If you look around your room, you see a boundary space. You see broken lines that go all the way around the room. That's your placement zone, and that's where your cabinets will be placed. Well, when you're designing islands and peninsulas, even though there are no walls there, you still want to have the placement zone because the placement zone is what helps align the cabinets, make sure the cabinets snap in the proper direction and so forth. And you have the ability to take any wall and turn it from a solid wall to basically an invisible wall. We have a third tab, or a third option for changing wall properties. The way we would use the Material tab is to actually change the material for the wall. If we were to look at our room right now, all of the walls would be gray. But let's say you wanted to make wall number And you notice I clicked on 9. I actually wanted to change this wall, but number 9 turned green means I clicked on the wrong wall. I'll click on wall number 8. Now it's selected. I'll come down to where it says Finish, Color. I will change the color of the wall by clicking on the Browse button, and it will give me a list of colors that are optional. I can actually scroll through and do more than colors. I could drop down and say, I'd like to place wallpaper, and you could pick different pattern wallpaper. Or maybe I'd like to go to stone, and I'd like to choose brick, and I'd like to use brick Flemish. You even have the ability through custom material to import your own textures. But for today, let's say we change the blue on this wall, and we'll make this royal blue. You see we've changed the blue, or maybe skylight blue, or maybe we change it to Vermont blue. Now when I click on that, actually let me change that again. That's a little bit too close to my gray wall. So let's go back up to sky blue. We'll click OK. And you know how I've been clicking Apply the old time? Why have I been doing that? Well, it's interesting because in Windows, if you choose Apply, Apply saves but leaves the menu open so you can continue to make changes. This quickly, I've changed the dimension of a wall, I've changed the height of 3 walls, I've even made a wall blue. When I'm finished, I'll click OK, which means confirm my selections but close the menu. And just to give you an idea of what we did, I'm going to open up a quick isometric view, and you'll see your kitchen with your newly adjusted walls and the big wall that I changed, added another 10 inches to it. Now it's blue.